Hey, Rob here for Quadratec.com. We are on the show floor at the 2018 SEMA Show. I'm standing in front of the Transamerica booth. I say booth, look at this thing. It is like a city block full of new products for the Jeep Wrangler JL. Now, underneath that Transamerica name, of course, we have Smittybilt, Poison Spyder, Pro Comp, G2, Rubicon Express, all featuring a ton of new product. Let's get right to it by heading over to Poison Spyder. So we're here in the Poison Spyder corner. We can see they have a bunch of new bumper options for the all-new Wrangler JL. Up top here is their Bruiser front bumper featuring a recessed winch mount. I'm sure that's going to look great on the front of a new JL. They also have their matching Bruiser rear bumper, as you can see, both featuring some light mounting options there, lower skid plate. We move down the line, they've also got their frame-mounted tire carrier here, and two other bumper options, their crawler front and rear bumpers, again, also featuring that lower skid plate. Then we can head on down here, and down here we've got Poison Spyder's new aluminum front and rear fender flares, as well as their inner fenders. They've also got their all-new rocker knocker step kit, featuring these great removable plates here that you can custom match with your vehicle, and these lower removable side steps here that are going to be a great feature to help you get in and out of your Wrangler. Now, a lot of this stuff is still in the final phases of development, but one product that is ready to rock and roll right now are these great hood louvers up top here. Now, up high, we've got the hood louvers for your standard sports style hood. Down low, we've got the two-piece designed for that Rubicon hood. All of these are totally functional hood louvers. One other cool thing about being in the Transamerica booth is, of course, not only just all the great products they have to check out, but a ton of awesome Jeep builds for us to look at. And right here in front of me is the Poison Spyder JL, featuring an awesome textured two-tone bed liner kit with a great blackout down the center. Gives the vehicle a great look. The interior featuring some red leather really looks awesome. And of course, on the outside, all those really great brand new Poison Spyder products. And why don't we head over and check out what's new from G2. Now, over here on the G2 wall, we can see again a ton of brand new options available for the all-new Jeep Wrangler JL, starting right here with their all-new 1350 drive shafts. And then up top here on the wall, we've got their new hammer differential covers. These things are cast iron. These are going to be super strong differential covers available for the Wrangler JL axles. Down below, we've got some forged aluminum wheel spacers. And then moving on down here, you can see we've got their core dual rate sway bar system. You can click on that info button and check out our recent video where we installed their core dual rate sway bar onto a Wrangler JK. Now, down below that, we've got the core locker and their mini air compressor here that was also featured in that same core DRS video. But here's what we really want to check out: the all new Core 44 axle available for the Jeep Wrangler JL. We've got a ton of great features packed into this thing. For starters, it is going to be a Rubicon width axle. So if you're upgrading from, say, a Sport or a Sahara, you're going to get that great wide track width of that Rubicon axle. Some of the other things they've done in here is eliminate that front axle disconnect system. Could potentially be a weak point. And they've even allowed for larger Dana 60 size U-joints on this bad boy, and that's going to give you a lot of extra strength in there. Speaking of strength, you can see on these forged ends here, they've got some 3D printed versions of these. The red here indicates the size of that C-end on that Dana, on the Core 44, whereas the light gray we can look at on the other side is the stock C-end. You can see just how much more material is really built into that to give you a great strong axle. This is going to be available with two locker options. You can do that core locker or an ARB locker, both air locker options. Overall, really great new Core 44 for the JL. And speaking again of some of those really great builds we can check out here in the Transamerica booth, well, we've got the Rubicon Express over here that we can check out that happens to have the Core 44 right underneath. So right here behind me, you see the Rubicon Express JL build. This thing turned out fantastic. Of course, they have incorporated a lot of the Smittybilt brand into this as well, with their front and rear bumpers, that X2O winch up front. And they've got that great fastback hardtop on here. This thing looks beautiful. Underneath, we see that G2 Core 44 new front axle on here. They've also got the Rubicon Express 4-inch long arm suspension on this thing with their brand new premium shock option. We can check out more about that right over here. So here on the wall, we see that Extreme Duty 4-inch long arm that was featured on the Rubicon Express Jeep right over here. Now with this kit, they also have that premium shock option that I mentioned. Down below, we see their heavy-duty forged track bar available for the JL as well. And moving right on down the wall, a great new kit here is their Superflex short arm lift kit. This kit is available in 2 different lift heights here. You see we've got a 1.5, 2.5 inch version. Those numbers correspond to basically your Sport or your Rubicon and how much lift you're going to get over the stock version. There's also a 3.5, 4.5 version of that as well. Now these control arms are all new 4130 chromoly, which means they're going to be really strong options here for you. And again, we see that new premium shock. Now right over here, we can see the other shock options. So those lift kits will still be available with your standard twin tube shock. You can upgrade to the monotube shock. And then for the premium shock upgrade, you've got that 2.5 Extreme Duty Monotube Shock here, featuring a large 2.5 inch body. You've got billet anodized aluminum ends on top and bottom here. And these things are made right here in the USA in California. An excellent upgrade available for all your Rubicon Express suspensions. We can head around the corner and check out more from ProComp. Now here in the ProComp corner of the Transamerican booth, of course we're going to see their wide range of tires they've been making for a long time for us, as well as some suspension options. But what I really want to focus on today here is the wide range of lights that ProComp has for us. Some of them more universal, some of them Jeep specific. If we start up high on the wall here, we're going to see their RGB 6 LED rock light kit. It's going to give you great light out on the trails, helping to place your tires right where you need them on the rocks, but it's also customizable and allows you to change the color of them right from an app on your phone so that you can accent or highlight your Jeep as well. They really look great. We have some awesome reverse and backup brake light options up high. Coming down below to the next row, we've got some really large 5 and 7 inch lights that look fantastic. And finally, on the third row down here, we've got some great cube light options. We have more of a standard style cube light here with some of these color changeable options on the front. And then down here on the side, we've got their great wide angle cube lights. These things pack 15 LEDs into them to cast a very widespread light out on the trail or those really dark roads. Best of all of these are going to come in at a fantastic price point for you. Now Smittybilt has some even more for us, so we're going to head over there and check that out. So over here on the Smittybilt wall in the Transamerican booth, well, we have a ton of new products for the JL, as you can see right behind me here. Starting to my left here, we have 2 new seat cover options. We got some great neoprene options up top. Down the bottom, we've got those great gear seat covers featuring that MOLLE webbing on the back. You can add accessories, give you a lot of great storage options in your Wrangler. Now to my right here, we've got new Delta winch hooks. These things look fantastic. We also have some aluminum grab handle here options that look great. Moving right down the line, I'm really excited about this here. This is the new XRC Gen 3 winch Halo. Now, if you want to check out more information, detailed reviews about this winch here, you can check out our top products of the SEMA Show video by clicking on that info button for that. Now, moving down the wall here, we can see that Smittybilt has you covered if you are looking for bumper options. There's an entire wall of choices for you here. Up to my left here, up high, is their Atlas rear bumper and tire carrier. Looks amazing. Down below is the Apollo rear bumper. I love how they combine the tube work and the plate steel on this. We've also got their Pivot tire carrier, heavy duty tire carrier here. Allow you to carry those oversized spare tires on the back of your Wrangler. Now to my right, we've got some more bumper options, and up above me here, we have their Apollo front bumper, as well as the Atlas series front bumper. We've got some great looking new fender flares as well as inner fenders in here. What I really want to show you guys is right down below here, and that is their brand new Apollo slider. Now this is going to be available for both JK and JL Wranglers, and I love this tube work on this design here with these removable step plates that allow you to custom match them to your Wrangler. So you can choose to paint them to match or maybe accent your Jeep. These things are going to be available to ship very soon. And in fact, we can actually check these out on a Wrangler right around the corner. One other thing you might have noticed here, it's a little bit of a cutout of a dash here with something very special in it. Once again, Smittybilt has partnered up with Alpine, and they've done a pretty awesome build. It's right around the corner. So speaking of that great partnership between Alpine and Smittybilt, once again, they have built an over-the-top Jeep for the SEMA Show. If you guys want to find out more about all the great technology that they've packed into this thing, you can click that info button and check out our top Jeep builds of SEMA video. Now, of course, I mentioned they are featuring those great Apollo step sliders down here. That's about all we have here from the Transamerica booth. You guys want to make sure you hit that subscribe button so you're sure to catch all of our latest videos right here from the 2018 SEMA Show. Until next time, guys, I'm Rob. I'll see you out on the trail.